About 14 days after the death or resignation of a pope, a conclave is called. What does it take to be a pope? Any baptized male Catholic is eligible to be a pope, but it's almost always one of the cardinals, those leaders of the church, who already have significant influence. The choice of upcoming pope will depend on whether the cardinals want to continue Francis's more progressive approach or shift back to a more traditional direction. The cardinals eligible are 135. Vast majority of them, 108, were appointed by Pope Francis, including from places that never had a cardinal before. The main ones at the moment are Cardinal Pietro Parolin, 70, is one of the most experienced Vatican officials.
In his role as the Vatican Secretary of State since 2013, he has played a major part in diplomatic affairs, including sensitive negotiations with China and Middle Eastern governments. These deep ties to Vatican bureaucracy make him a strong contender for those who favor continuity.
Is an offense against God, a sin that is not only personal but also structural.
Betting favorite, Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, 67, is considered a strong contender to continue Pope Francis's progressive agenda.
Children, what do you see in your parents? A gift or an ATM card? Parents, what do you see in your children? A gift or a burden?
Tagle, an advocate for inclusion and evangelization, has significant experience leading the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples and was a trusted figure in Francis's inner circle. Tagle's Asian heritage also makes him a compelling choice, as Catholicism is growing rapidly on the continent, particularly in the Philippines.
Cardinal Peter Turkson, 76, is a well-known figure in the Church's social justice circles. As former head of the Dicastery for Promoting Integral Human Development, Turkson has been vocal on issues such as climate change, poverty, and economic justice.
Having adequate shelter is a very basic human right, a key part of respecting and recognizing our dignity as persons.
A leading conservative candidate, Cardinal Peter Erdo, 72, a respected canon law scholar, Erdo has been a strong advocate for traditional Catholic teachings and doctrine. He previously served as head of the Council of European Bishops' Conferences and has emphasized theological orthodoxy. And again, we got people like Cardinal Matteo Zuppi, 69, appointed a cardinal by Francis in 2019. Zuppi is considered to be on the progressive wing of the Church and would be expected to continue Francis's legacy, sharing the late Pope's concern for the poor and marginalized. Cardinal Fridolin Mbongo Basungu, 65, the Archbishop of Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo. Mbongo is president of the Symposium of Episcopal Conferences of Africa and Madagascar. Fridolin is a passionate promoter of social justice who fearlessly engages in politics on behalf of the poor and the voiceless. Robert Serra, 79, of Guinea, the retired head of the Vatican's Liturgy Office. A conservative, Serra has been a vocal advocate for the defense of traditional Catholic teaching on questions of sexual morality and the right to life. Serra would signal a return to the doctrinaire and liturgically minded papacies of John Paul II and Benedict. He is firmly opposed to ordaining women as deacons and same-sex blessings, the latter of which he called a heresy. Odilo Pedro Scherer, 75, a Brazilian cardinal. His theology and pastoral approach has been called theologically moderate, though in his own country he is seen as fairly conservative, represents Latin America. Marx, 71, the Archbishop of Munich and Freising, was chosen by Francis as a key advisor in 2013. Marx later was named to head the council overseeing Vatican finances during reforms and belt-tightening. He is viewed with skepticism by conservatives who consider the process a threat to church unity, given it involved debating issues such as celibacy, homosexuality, and women's ordination. But let's be honest, the next pope might not even be on this list. The Holy Spirit has a way of surprising us. Thanks for joining us. Stay locked in for more talks.